It's that time of the year, the ultimate airdrop recap for 2024. From massive earnings to disappointing results, we are taking you through the biggest wins and misses of the year. So, how much did you make? And how much you could have made if you were paying attention. Stay tuned, because in the end of this video, we will calculate all of the earnings you could have gotten if you were following the news and the videos from Atoms Research. So, let's finalize 2024 in style. But before diving into the statistics and airdrop details, let's take a moment to look at the broader picture. Thanks to the data provided by Drops tab, we can see just how monumental 2024 was for airdrops. Nearly $15 billion was distributed across various projects this year, and it's an absolutely staggering amount. So, this data from Drops tab doesn't show the scale of the airdrop ecosystem. It's a wake-up call for anyone who is still hesitating to jump in. If you weren't farming in 2024, you missed out on a slice of $15 billion.
I gotta do it, man.
But don't worry, the next wave is coming. So let's dive into the details and see how much you could have made this year if you were active. So, the first airdrop of 2024 came from ZK Fair, and it was rewarding the users with approximately $50 to $100 per account. The criteria was pretty simple. You only needed to complete the quests on Polygon ZK EVM. But a few days later, the Dimension project made a surprise entry with an airdrop checker. Eligible participants included Cosmos and Osmosis stakers, as well as active EVM users. So, each wallet could claim rewards ranging from $500 to $800. Not bad. The next highly anticipated airdrop came from Manta. Most users received 2x the value of their locked stablecoins. On average, this translated to around $1,000 per each wallet. The next eagerly awaited airdrop was from Zeta Chain. It rewarded users with $100 per account for participating in the testnet. And the best part, zero investment was required, and users could create multiple accounts to maximize their rewards. We really hope that you did. And at the end of the month, we were pleased with the airdrop from Jupiter, who distributed an average of $800 to all the active traders. Next came the WEN token airdrop on Solana. Those who received an airdrop from Jupiter and other active users were also eligible, and each account received around $70 to $100. Unexpected airdrops like these, they happen all the time, and approximately at least once a month. So, moving forward, we will not be mentioning all of them individually because it would take too much time. But in total, in January, we could get around $2,600 for one account. The amount is not very accurate because it would be much higher if you farmed these airdrops efficiently and on more than one account. And also, it could be done better. So with each airdrop, you could receive even more than what we mentioned. But this amount really sounds like life-changing. Perhaps for some people it was. And if it was for you, let us know in the comments. Now, February didn't waste any of our time. It hit us with one of the most anticipated airdrops of the year, Startnet. People had been farming this for over a year, and let's be honest, many had multiple accounts ready for it. For many, this airdrop was life-changing because it distributed more than $1,500 per one account. This is definitely one of the best airdrops of 2024. But wait, there is more. Optimism also came through this month with a solid airdrop for its active users. Rewards ranged from $200 to $500, depending on the level of your activity. And there is a tip. If you still stay active, you might be eligible for their next airdrop as well. All in all, February brought in around $1,800 for those who stayed active. It was a month to remember, especially for those who farmed smart. So let us know how was your February and share your earnings in the comments. Now, March was pretty quiet, but there was one highlight, AVA, and active traders scored really big because the rewards ranged from $1,500 to $3,000 per account. If you participated, you know it's one of the best opportunities of the month. So the total for March stands at around $1,500. It wasn't the busiest month, but Avo made sure that it wasn't a complete waste of our time. Now, let's talk about April, because April really started with a bang from Athena. Participants in the Shards program and the NFT holders received at least $800 each, and it was a great way to kick off the month. But things really heated up with the wormhole, the final big airdrop of April. For some, it was really life-changing because active bridge users pocketed over $2,000 per account, and I'm pretty sure that you had more than one account, be honest. Let us know in the comments how many accounts did you have, or how many accounts did your friends have. So the April's earnings totaled around $2,800 at the very least. But for some, the sky wasn't the limit. Now, let us know how you did. Now, moving on to May. May had plenty of airdrops to keep us busy, but most of them had really modest rewards. It's around $100 to $500 per account, not exactly life-changing, but still a nice bonus. So here's a quick breakdown. The Drift was $200, Mode Network $500, and Avail was $100. But then, out of nowhere, Spectral dropped a game changer. If you were active on Base and Farcaster, you could have walked away with $1,800 per account. Now, that's kind of airdrops we were looking for, right? All in all, May brought in about $2,500. And did you catch any of it? Let us know in the comments. June will definitely be remembered as a huge month of airdrops, with the three of the most anticipated projects finally delivering: ZK-Sync, Taiko, and Layer 0. These were the drops everyone had been farming for over a year, often with multiple accounts. Now, let's start with the ZK-Sync. This was one of the largest airdrops of the year, with top users receiving 100,000 tokens, worth a staggering $30,000 per account. And in some cases, members of our OG community managed to pull in over $300,000. Crazy, right? I know. But not everyone was thrilled with the distribution, as it left many feeling dissatisfied. Still, let's call this one a win and mark it down with $2,000 per account in average. Next, we had Taiko, which rewarded users who completed the tasks in the testnet. While it wasn't a massive payout, $150 per account was still a solid reward for a relatively simple effort. And let's be honest, who farmed this just with one account? I hope you didn't. Taiko was a perfect example of a great risk-reward option. Then came Layer 0, arguably the most hyped and highly anticipated airdrop of the year. It wasn't all smooth sailing, because the project ran a major hunt for Sibyl accounts farmed with bots and automation software. I think you remember this one. And still, for those who played fair, the airdrop delivered a respectable $500 per account. And lastly, there was the Notcoin airdrop from Telegram. This one surprised everybody, bringing around $200 per account for completing free activities. And fun fact, Notcoin's total airdrop value was bigger than both ZK-Sync and Layer 0's combined, an incredible $2.5 billion. So, summer indeed kicked off with a bang, bringing in approximately $5,850 per user. Not bad for June, huh? Now, unfortunately, July, August, and September were not really active, so they could be actually summarized altogether. The second month of summer was empty of major airdrops, bringing us only around $100 from the Lava network, which no one seemed to farm. And looking ahead to August, it began with a significant market dump and a lull in the crypto space. There was also an airdrop from Telegram's Dogs app, which brought users around $200 per account for completing free passive no-tap activities, which was surprising. If it weren't for the surprise second airdrop from Layer 0 in September, we could consider these 3 months as having brought just a few $100s. But thanks to Layer 0, an additional $500 per account were added. And by the way, many are hoping for a third Layer 0 airdrops, and the rumors are spreading. So you never know, sometimes using their bridge and believing in something can pay off. Okay, so $800 in total for this period from July to September. Now October. October finally brought us the release of another long-awaited project that people had been farming since 2022. It was Scroll. And let's be honest, it turned out to be a major disappointment because the rewards of $80 to $100 per account, they barely covered the gas fees, or maybe not even that. So for those who really had high hopes, this was a tough pill to swallow. On a brighter note, Eigenlayer also launched in October, and it didn't disappoint. This airdrop delivered approximately 2x of the value of the staked holdings, plus the gains from the increased price of staked ETH. If you played the cards right, you could earn around $1,000, and that looked really easy and feasible with this. So, for October, we are looking at the grand total of $1,100. Not the best month overall, and let's not forget that the market was still in crisis, but we were hoping for the better days, right? And November brought us the market revival. Bitcoin began surpassing its previous all-time highs, the charts turned green, and suddenly it felt like the crypto space had found its spark again. And then came Hyperliquid. Not just any airdrop, but possibly one of the greatest airdrops in the history of crypto and airdrops altogether. Active traders didn't just earn, they won big, with the rewards ranging from the hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. It's just unbelievable.
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah!
And let's not forget that the token went 8x just a month after the listing. That is how we talk about life change. For now, we'll assume that each account received around $10,000, but we all know that the real numbers could be much higher. So, if you were even slightly active, this airdrop was likely a major W for you. So, 10,000 from Hyperliquid and a market that's back on its feet. November gave us plenty of reasons to celebrate, and it really felt good to be back on our feet, didn't it? And December. December closed the year with a bang and brought in some of the memorable airdrops. Here's what we saw. The Zion left users feeling a mix of disappointment and at the same time satisfaction. Still, with the $100 per account for free activities, it wasn't a total miss. Fuel followed the example and handed out $100 per account for testnet participation. Nothing groundbreaking, but a nice way to wrap up your farming efforts. For those in the NFT game, Magic Eden delivered $300 per account for trading and platform interaction. A pretty solid reward for NFT traders, right? With Movement, testnet participants earned around $100 per account, but we're still waiting for the mainnet launch. And once it drops, there is a potential of an extra 25% to be delivered. Let's see what happens. Then there was Otis, an unexpected airdrop that brought about $400 to $500 per account for active EVM wallets. A pleasant surprise for sure. Now, usual was something else. On average, it rewarded around $1,000 per account, but for some, it was a true life changer, because the rewards were around tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, we missed this one, but those who didn't will surely celebrate. And now, and finally, Bango. Bango wrapped up the month with $500 per account for active EVM and Solana users. For NFT holders, though, the rewards hit six figures. While most of us saw 500, this was a massive payday for a lucky few. So, December closed out a year with a bang and proving once again that it pays off staying active in this space. And that's a wrap for the Ultimate 2024 airdrop recap. So let's talk the numbers. On average, if you were following these opportunities and you farmed just one account, you could have made around $35,000 to $40,000. Not bad, right? But here's where it gets interesting. If you were farming smart and you were managing at least 10 accounts, then your earnings could have skyrocketed and be between $350,000 and $400,000. And keep in mind that these numbers are the modest estimates. Many of these airdrops turned out to be life-changing, and we hope that they will be or were for you as well. So my question is, what's holding you back? What's all the hesitation? While some are still hesitating and wondering if farming the airdrops is still worth it, others have already taken action and went all in, and they are cashing out. Remember, the earlier you start, the more opportunities you have to secure your spot in the next big airdrop. Do not miss out on what could have been a chance to make your 2025 the best year yet. Start now, stay consistent, and who knows, maybe you will be the one everyone is talking about next year. So, fam, thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Until next time, we'll see you in 2025. Keep farming, and good luck out there.